You've started to learn some things, learn some beer lessons.
Right? Oh, this is really poetry. Look at those beers.
I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Oh.
Welcome back to Beer Brackets, everybody. Today is an epic continuation of the ultimate beer battle. Last time we saw our friend here, Guinness Draught, it just swatted away the Erdinger Dunkel in a no contest defense of the ultimate beer title. But now, Alessandro, look at this. Look at this beautiful Scottish stout that we have in front of us right here. If you go back and watch the review of Innis Gunn Irish whiskey barrel aged stout, we are big fans of this beer, man. This is a collision for the ages. So what we have here, of course, Guinness Draught being a nitro infused Irish stout going up against a Scottish oatmeal stout aged in Irish whiskey casks. Both achieve the perfect beer rating, and both are going to go head to head in a battle for the ages today. Matt, do you have any idea going into this which one is going to come out on top?
I mean, it's
Ireland versus Scotland.
It kind of is, isn't it? It's an epic battle here. Like,
it's epic.
You know what? It's hard to predict. Like I've learned with these kind of battles, like it's
what have you learned?
You never know.
You're becoming wise in your old age after completing many beer battles. You've started to learn some things, learn some beer lessons.
Right.
And one of these beer lessons. It's just you can't predict these things. So what we're gonna do, if you haven't seen one of our versus battles before, we're gonna pit them against each other with all our different review elements. We're gonna compare the aroma, the taste, the mouthfeel, the finish, and the overall experience where all those great intangibles come to play. And we are gonna find a winner. Is Innis Gunn going to take over the ultimate beer crown? We are gonna find out, my friend. Let's pour these out and let's get going.
Yes, let's do it.
I was reading the other day that a certain amount of cans of Guinness will have like where the widget will malfunction and it'll just explode when you open it up like that. And so it's happened to me before. If you go back and I think watch our Is Guinness Better in Ireland video, you'll see that my can of Guinness just explodes on opening. But this one opened nice and smooth.
Yeah, I got lucky too. This time, like, seems like all is in place. Look at this nice surge here. The bubbles settling.
Apparently Murphy's is known for being bad with that. Like the widgets do fail. Yeah, more often than Guinness. I don't know how much truth there is to that. I have heard this from other beer explorers online.
Beer legend.
I have had that experience before where I poured out a Murphy's and just it didn't get the full nitro effect on it. It just came out a little flat.
It's a beer legend, my friend.
It's a beer legend. And every time you pour out a pint of Guinness Draught, it's just an experience. Look at that. It's beer art.
It really is. Ooh, I can already see here. This is going to be a tough one.
Are you getting the aromas right away?
Yeah. While I was pouring both, like it's...
Yeah. Oh, yeah. These aromas are so strong on the Innis Gunn. This beer is just... it's been too long since I've gotten to enjoy myself an Irish whiskey cask.
Oh, this is really poetry. Look at those beers. Like, those are amazing.
It's beer poetry. This might be, with the Erdinger Dunkel, I was kind of confident that the Guinness Draught would come out on top. This might be the episode where Guinness Draught loses its throne.
Could be. It's...
Okay, let's get right into this with the aroma. Aroma cheers, my friend.
Aroma cheers to you, my friend.
Let me know what you think.
Started with Guinness, and Guinness, it's just like it's Guinness.
I know.
Just so amazing.
Oh boy. Oh, those beer muscles, those reflexes. I just want to go in for a sip.
Ooh.
I can't do it. I gotta wait. What do you think, man?
This is tough.
I'm dying to know here.
Oh, this is very difficult.
It's tough, right?
I mean, Guinness is just like, at this point, I'm just gonna say it's Guinness. Like, it has this roasted character, perfectly balanced with the those elements of hops, a little sweetness, a little bitterness. All of those, like, play so very well and so gentle, so nice. But
so gentle, so nice.
Innis Gunn, like, has those strong and at the same time delicate, powerful aromas coming with that cask whiskey, kind of with those like roasted malts, but that have a little sweetness, a little bit of more coffee notes. I mean, it's so tough.
Yeah.
Here, it just comes down to the moment, like in what you're feeling most in that moment, because they're equally delicious. I think I'm going to go with Guinness here to start, just because I like the way it's tough for me not to pick that. It's just so well done.
So yeah, I agree with you. We've described the aroma of Guinness a million times on this channel. Guinness is what it is. You get just that roasted aroma that's there, a little bit of coffee, a little bit of even chocolate that you could get off there, and then the Innis Gunn. Wow, I mean, talk about an oatmeal stout. You can almost smell the oatmeal, like just like toasted oatmeal. It's so unbelievably delicious, just like how roasty and how oaty it is. And then you get the hints of the whiskey, of the Irish whiskey that are there too. And you get coffee. Coffee and chocolate are just so present on this. It is delicious. The aroma of this beer is what made me fall in love with it to start. I'm going to go with the Innis Gunn on the aroma. I'm giving it a point. You know what? I'm going to be bold. For me, it's no contest. It's a tie, man. It's a tie to start off with. But now we get to the best part, the taste. Cheers.
Cheers, my friend.
I love that we're comparing two stouts. Very often we compare very different beers, but at least here it's a fair fight. Guinness.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Oh man, this is tough. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Oh man, this is very tough.
I feel like I'm cheating on one of these beers by choosing the other one.
Okay, well, it's a tough task, but we're beer barometers after all, so we got to do this.
This is a high point of our beer journey, I think. Probably our toughest challenge
I
yet.
think so too. These are not giants; they are titans.
These are titans. Beer titans.
Guinness again has those very classic roasted elements that evolve into chocolate, roasted coffee.
Yeah.
One thing that I like about Guinness, it showcases all of those things, but it still has a little bit of presence of hops, which very subtle, but it's there. The Innis Gunn comes with these nice strong aromas of whiskey, and it delivers on the palate too, like this nice sweetness, not overpowering. It's not cloying at all. It's just very gentle and pleasant.
Like it says, matured for mellowness.
It's this oatmeal's you can really taste it. Like it brings in those roasted characters in a different way.
They do. And, the oatmeal stouts make it. They have a lot more bitter presence to them.
Yes. Exactly. Yeah. I also like that the chocolate is a little bit more prominent for me, more than the coffee. So the kind of chocolate and whiskey combination that I don't know if you've ever had those chocolates that have whiskey in them, but that's kind of what it reminds me a little bit of. It 100%. Just has this perfect combination.
That's the perfect description.
So delicious. I think again, here it comes down. It's hard to choose, really hard to choose. It comes down to very splitting hairs.
Split those hairs.
I think I identify an element that I like a little bit more in one of the two.
Okay.
And I think it comes from that hop presence. So I'm still sticking with Guinness, and I hate to, kind of sound one-noted, but to me, really, that
you're multi-noted.
Slightly bit of hop presence brings it to a little bit more liking. What are you thinking, my friend?
Oh, this is a tough one. Again, I feel like I'm cheating on one of these by going with the other. I mean, it's exactly what you said. They have similar characteristics at their base, but I really like what, you pointed out about the oatmeal stouts being that they have a lot more bitter character to them. So the Guinness Draught is just the mellow roasted notes. And then with this one, with the oatmeal stout, it's bitter. So it's just two different forms of getting that sort of toasted taste on there. Then you add in the whiskey, and then you add in those real chocolate, vanilla, coffee flavors that you get there. I think I'm going with the Innis Gunn, man. I'm sticking with it. Maybe it's just today, I don't know what, but this is hitting the spot for me. And so through two categories, my friend, we have a tie. So now we come down to the mouthfeel. You know what we got to do for the mouthfeel? We got to do a quick refresher. I left a little bit of Guinness in my can.
It's It is the time for the refresher.
Double-handed
Favorite.
refresher. Take a sip and let me know which one of these two you prefer. This is going to be interesting because you have like the nitro-infused stout versus the non-nitro-infused stout. With your stout, which mouthfeel do you prefer? I think it's coming down to that. Do you like it to be creamy? Do you like it to be a little bit more harsh? What do you think?
Another tough question here, my friend. A lot of tough questions
So
tonight.
many tough questions. Ugh, this battle will go down in history. Oh my God. So good.
Oh, well. Oof. Well, let me start saying that considering that the Innis Gunn does not have nitrogen infusion,
Yeah.
I find it incredibly creamy.
Really?
I do
interesting.
think, and I might not remember correctly, but I think that oats have a little bit of, are known to bring into the beer a little bit of that creaminess.
Yeah.
But I find it like incredibly creamy considering that there's no nitrogen in it. But I do still think that Guinness has like a little bit an edge there in terms of that creaminess.
Ooh, okay.
That mouthfeel.
Yeah.
Again, splitting hair here because the bubbles, the carbonation on the Innis Gunn is extremely fine and very pleasant. It plays very well with all the elements.
Yeah.
The Guinness has a little bit more of that silky smooth kind of like transition.
Yeah.
I think I'm still sticking with Guinness here, my friend.
Oh,
Like
Team
I don't know,
Guinness.
like that mouthfeel for me does it.
Your Team
Yeah.
Guinness versus Team Innis. Guinness versus Innis. You know what? Guinness for me is mouthfeel. That's so iconic. And I mean, I love the mouthfeel of the Innis Gunn. Again, you get the sharpness of the carbonation. It still has a little bit of creaminess to it, but it's got a little bit more bite. It's got a really nice, light, effervescent body to it for a stout, which I do really enjoy. You know what? I'm going to have to break my streak a little bit. I'm going to have to go with the Guinness on this just because it's the Guinness mouthfeel. You can't not go with the Guinness mouthfeel. It's so iconic for a reason. Just that creamy nitro infusion combined with a little bit, the tad bit of like the tingling of the hops that you get there as well. It's not all cream. 4-2, my friend, for Guinness through 3 categories. But now we get into the finish. And this is exciting for these two. So what do you think? Which one's taking the point?
Oh, the finish.
Yeah.
So much to say on the finish.
Guinness
Like
has
we-
got to get some points here if it wants to dethrone Guinness and take that ultimate beer crown.
Right. It's gonna have to come back, fight back here.
Gonna have to fight back a little bit,
you know,
throw some left hooks, some uppercuts.
Guinness has this again very iconic finish. It's subtle. It invites you back into the glass.
Yeah.
All the elements that you tasted at first are still there, but just subdued a little bit. Innis Gunn, I think it's a little bit more prominent on the finish. So if you tend to like beers that have a little bit more prominent finish,
Yeah.
that is definitely, where you will find them. So like the whiskey element, in my opinion, is one of the ones that comes a little bit strong towards the end.
I agree, 100%.
Not that it tastes like whiskey, just like a hint of it.
Yeah. Little hint.
The chocolate comes again, like you said, like a little bit of that vanilla. It lingers together with the bitterness. And I think like on this, like I'm gonna have to give it to the Innis Gunn. I think the Innis Gunn is doing it very well here.
Team Innis.
Quite like it here.
Yes. All right, 4-3. Oh, this is shaping up to be an epic battle. I mean, the Guinness finish, you get the roasted barley, coffee, chocolate, but it's all very subtle. The beauty of Guinness is it's you get all the greatness of a stout, but it's so easy drinking and so palatable.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of it. With this, you taste everything. You taste the oats. You taste how roasted they are. You taste the whiskey. You taste the coffee. You taste the vanilla. You taste the chocolate. It's all there on the taste. It's all there on the finish. It's all there always throughout the whole beer experience. I am going to have to go with the Guinness as well. With the Innis, not the Guinness. The Innis as well, my friend. We are tied at 4. And now it is the tie-breaking round. The overall, how fitting is it that it comes down to the overall experience to be the tiebreaker? For you, where all the intangibles come into play, what is the superior beer experience? Is it Guinness Draught or is it Innis Gunn Irish Whiskey Cask?
This is the toughest question of all, my friend. This is the toughest question of all.
It's so tough.
Oh yeah. I had to take another sip here to, refresh
Oh, yeah.
the memory
Oh,
here.
my God, yeah. Take all the sips. Take many a sip.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. We got nowhere to go. We're just hanging out here on YouTube.
Again, like these, like you said, these are in my mind are perfect beers. Like at least it helps that they're similar category. It gives you some reference points.
Yeah.
It's a little bit easier to compare them.
Exactly.
I don't know. Like I think
I'm dying to know what you're going to say.
It really has to come down to intangibles. Like, and they all both have like unique experiences for me for when the first time I tried them.
Sandro's the biggest Guinness fan.
Yeah, it's tough, but I think that I think I'm gonna have to go with Guinness here. It's just like, to me, it's like too tied with my past and my history and my memories. Like, yeah, it feels so bad to choose one.
I'm really, really torn here because Guinness has all, like you said, the memories, the beer memories. Beer memories. It has all the beer memories for me, just like it does for you. And so when you're thinking intangibles as a beer experience from beginning to end, for me personally, Guinness is just really hard to beat. Innis Gunn, though, maybe it's just today, but sitting here today with you, Sandro, drinking these two beers, the Innis Gunn Irish Whiskey Cask is a superior beer experience for me. It is getting the point for me. What does this mean? We have a tie. And unfortunately, for Innis Gunn to take the title, it would need to have a victory. It can't win on a tie. Guinness is still the ultimate beer, but this was the closest beer battle we have ever had. In the forum, the beer bracket ultimate beer battle Coliseum, this is the most to the last minute battle we have ever seen. This has been amazing.
What a battle. Wow.
We've never had a tie before. But hey, can't win a championship on a tie. So Guinness remains as the beer bracket's ultimate beer. Everyone, let us know down below what you think. If you tried both these beers, which one would you prefer? Which one would you choose over the other? We don't have another perfect beer waiting in the wings just yet. So for now, Guinness Draught will remain the champion for the foreseeable future, but keep an eye open on the channel for any upcoming reviews. As soon as we get another perfect beer, it will challenge the Guinness Draught to see if it can take its throne or not. Buddy, this was amazing. Thank you everyone for joining us on this epic battle. Stay tuned for more versus battle and much more content on the channel, but more important than anything else, do not forget to close your epic battle beer brackets. Open with a Guinness, close with an Innis.
Never forget.
Never forget.